everyone, welcome back to Cluster B Milkshake. I am your host, along with support puppet, Mr. Chicken. Yes! My aunt made me this material cuff, a broken heart with undershadowed glass. I kind of feel like Wonder Woman. Today, we are going to talk about how to spot a sociopath. Now, I thought this would be cool and interesting because I love searching the internet and trying to figure out, what's going on in my head. And because I'm going through the diagnostic process at this moment, and he has not done the big reveal yet, so I can just speculate. So I went on Psychopathy World. Psychopathy? No, I didn't. I went on sociopathyworld.com. Both of those get mixed up because factor 1 in all those traits are psychopathy. Factor 2 is sociopathy. What the fuck ever. Anyway, so I went on this site and I was looking, it's a blog site, and going and reading all the different things and the different comments and seeing if I resonate with, some of this stuff that they speak of. And I thought that it would be cool because I did see a blog on, how to spot one. And I thought, well, since I resonate with a lot of the stuff that they're talking about, I thought that I would bring it to your attention, let you know what I feel about these things and if they're true for me. And if they are, you get to get inside my head and see how I'm feeling in the moment with contact with you sheeple. Okay? All right. Number 1. Sociopaths typically don't do small talk about themselves as much as normal people do. They will direct the conversation back to the new acquaintance as much as they can. Yes. I don't know what it's about inside of me, but I do not like to expose myself. You know what? I do know, because I was never able to open up or speak when I was younger about my thoughts and feelings. So I take that into adulthood, and I don't think, nobody gives a fuck about what I have to say. So I just, keep that with me. And, that's where the low self-esteem and all that shit comes into play. The shame and then the grandiose shell is born. All right? So I tell you guys all the time, people love to talk about them. Regular motherfuckers love to talk about themselves. So they are the ones that are going to reveal so much more information than they ever would with anybody else, where you're taking turns, I'm zipping it. I'm asking you about you. You're talking about you, and I'm piggybacking on more questions about what you're talking about, and you're falling in love with yourself. Okay? Pay attention. Somebody's listening to me. So that's one thing, is you are like, my parents never listened to me. You're listening to me. I fell for this once before with a predator. It's like, oh my God, this person wants to talk and listen to me. And then, my grandiosity took over, and then all I did was ever talk about myself, and I had never asked motherfucking questions. That probably pissed him off. He probably didn't know what he was getting into. Okay. So number 2, a sociopath will reveal personal details about himself strategically for the purpose of misdirection or a false sense of intimacy and trust. So, or will have small slips of the mask, okay? So, personal details like, I will say something that will resonate with something that you're talking about, okay? I'm not one to lie or embellish. I may embellish stories just to make them more interesting and stuff, but Not a full-blown lie, because my brains are mashed potatoes and I would get caught. I've even thought about it. It's like, oh, well, maybe I can talk about and make up a fucking story about, or and then it's like, but if they bring it up later, I'm going to be like, what are you talking about? I never said that before. And then you're going to be like, gaslighter, because I'm going to be like, I never said that. Dude, they don't fucking remember their lies. I never said that. Okay. And that doesn't mean, when that happens like right away. Like if I say, Mr. Chicken talked to me yesterday, I fucking swear to God. And then 2 seconds later, you're like, Mr. Chicken didn't talk. I never said that. I said I made him talk. See? Okay. Slipping of the mask. This could be in a joking way. As you know, people like us have darker humor, right? So we will make a joke on something fucked up that we might have done to somebody else. Or if something fucked up happened to us in childhood, we're going to make it in a joking way. And you're just going to be like, what the fuck is going on? And because we have no emotional connection to these things, it's going to be like nothing. It's going to be like telling a story about somebody else, not something that, happened to me. That's how I feel. Also, music, movies, and drunk confessions. Keep an eye out for those things, because we're telling you, I resonate with this song. Listen to it. Watch this movie. I resonate with this serial killer. Right? All right. Number 3, sociopaths frequently hesitate before responding. It will be unclear to you whether they are bored, annoyed, lying, or all three. Now, another thing you have to be aware of is people with ADHD will get off topic, or they will hesitate because they're trying to retrieve information. So you'll never really know with this just one thing, okay? Also, many people with a antisocial personality disorder do have ADHD. I read that. Okay. But hesitating, I am making sure that I'm not going to reveal too much information. I don't want to look bad. We're always trying to put our best foot forward. There's no fucking way I'm trauma dumping on you. So I'm making sure that I'm hesitating before letting you know way too much information, because I believe you're going to use it against me, because you bet your fucking ass I'm going to use it against you, anything you tell me to protect myself. So if you are giving me information about your childhood trauma and stuff, I'm going to be like, sweet, this guy's not going to run away so easily from me, because I am his, this is going to feel like home to him. He's going to have butterflies because I make him feel the way mommy made him feel, Okay. Next. No strong reactions to illogical, hotbed, political, or social topics. They don't care. I do not have strong opinions either way on any political party, any nothing. I don't give a shit. That stuff is the Matrix. I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to let anybody brainwash me into any bullshit. When you're deceived all through your life, you learn how to be deceptive, manipulative at a very young age. And then you learn that this is happening all over the world with everything. Celebrity fucking news. Who gives a shit? I used to watch soap operas, and I know it's not real, but I would talk with my cousin like it's real and everything. And, I was around before that. That was my reality TV show, and that was fun. I'm not saying that you know, don't watch reality TV. It is entertaining. You do want to escape. It's your escapism and everything. I'm not saying that, but I don't give a shit. I'm not going to bed, you know, not sleeping because of Kanye or motherfucking Kardashian or whatever the fuck, you know, or Will and Jada the narcissist. Okay. All right. Monotone voice. Now this one's funny. If somebody is not performing for you when just meeting and they're very dead in their voice, awesome, red flag. I perform. I want to be liked. So I put on the show. I put on, you know, the, hey, I make the facial, you know, things. I'm, you know, making sure that my eye and my facial movements, I'm making sure that my arms are not crossed, which means don't talk to me, you know. I'm not moving around and looking at other people when you're talking like I'm bored or something. I know how to make an exit. One thing, I don't know if I'm getting off topic. Oh, I am. This is monotone voice. Okay. So monotone voice, if you're my partner and we're together for a long time, I don't have to do my, what is that? Inflections, you know, all over the fuck or anything and make, hi, how are you? Ooh, you know, I had to fucking do that for my husband every time that he came home from work. And if I didn't, he would have a bad attitude because he thought I had a bad attitude. It's like, no, dude, my inner world is a fucking flat line. Will you leave me the fuck alone with your emotional bullshit? You know? It's like, just come the fuck home. But he wanted balloons and a martini and the red carpet and shit. It's exhausting. It's exhausting, you know. Come home, put your fucking shit away and everything. Hey, and then, you know, come over and give me a hug or kiss or whatever. But I'm saying right when motherfucker came through the door, dude. All right. Anyways, monotone and resting bitch face is my normal in the home. So if you're my partner and I see you and I'm excited to see you and I'm smiling and coming and giving you a kiss, I like you. Okay? That's no more show no more. Okay? I like you. Now you know. Being indifferent in my inner world has nothing to do with you. All right? All right. A tendency to take things too literally or otherwise respond inappropriately to small social cues. I don't really understand what they're saying in here. Probably because I do things unconsciously. So this is something that I have not self-reflected on. So I would have to look into that one deeper. But from the outside, you guys, you know, looking at the people around you in the world or bosses, coworkers, things like that, you probably understand more than me. Okay, so if you do share with the class, okay? Share with the class. Okay, 7. Cold indifference to one or more family members. Yes, of course. I say they're dead to me. I don't care. I don't want to fucking talk about whatever. I'll talk about things with people in the inner circle, in the family inner circle, and I could get heated talking about things because I'll get this PTSD response where you're reliving it. I'm sure my mother and my sister do the same thing when they're talking about me or each other. So they understand. But otherwise, to other people, I don't give a shit. Okay? I do not care. I tell you for information, and that's the fuck it. All right. Number 8. Seemingly a different person when distracted. Yes, this is why we always have to be on our performance, because as soon as you don't see me, I've seen this in other people too. It's funny. They'll like, I would look at my partner and then he would, or even my mother, and look at them and they have, they're just deadpan face. And then I would look over at them and then they would put this fake gesture smile on. And I'm just like, oh, what are you doing? But I know that I have done this too, where, because you don't know if people are watching you and stuff. And so you're done talking to somebody and you move on, to either seclude yourself, get a drink, or fucking eat. I'm usually at the fucking booze table anyway. And then, you're just taking a break from having to perform. So, if you guys are all into this bullshit, just start paying attention to your surroundings. See if somebody is a little bit too agreeable, too friendly, too whatever, and pay attention, But I'll tell you this, it's really hard when you first meet someone. Even a therapist has to hang out with us for a long period of time before we become comfortable to reveal anything, because we don't trust shit. Still don't trust shit. All right. Contradicts themselves all the fucking time. All the time. You'll see me say something, even in the same damn video. Sometimes I'll say something and then I say the fucking opposite, just a couple minutes later. And I'm like, and I'm watching it. I don't know I'm doing this, And it doesn't have to be some massive betrayal or deception of contradiction. Just anything. It's really fucking bizarre watching myself, my brain do the weird fucking shit. Sometimes when, now this is just getting into like, it will seem from your perspective word salad-y. Now, real word salad is actual schizophrenia. It's in that diagnosis, word salad. But talking about things, segueing, starting to talk about something else, dude, I do this all the time. I see it in my comments. Sometimes when I'm fighting with some piece of shit asshole on TikTok, you can't see your comments when you come back an hour later and everything. I'm not rereading my comments to remember what we were even talking about. So I'm segueing into something else that they're bringing up and I'm not staying on topic. So they're thinking that I'm trying to mind fuck them in some way, but I don't care. I don't care because they know that I'm a narcissist, so they already see me as a liar, deceptor, somebody who's going to deny everything, that it's like, hello, I'm here to tell you the truth. I'm exposing myself, and now I'm trying to say something to you, and now you're telling me that I'm being deceptive and all this, crazy shit. And it's like, then I just keep talking to you to annoy you. Remember, negative attention is attention, okay? So if you ever see somebody trolling you online, don't continue. Don't think of it as a defeat or you lost a fight or something. I love that just my words are bringing you such emotional distress. Please get some CBT therapy, okay? So you stop reacting to fucking strangers, all right? Okay. I'm teaching you stuff here. 10, never shows signs of embarrassment and easily wins over large crowds with confidence. Yes. Now, it doesn't mean that they aren't embarrassed, but one thing to counter any embarrassment is I will bring the spotlight on me if anything fucking embarrassing happens. This is to say, I'm not going to hide it. I'm not going to get a red face. I'm going to blast it out to everyone so everybody fucking knows, that I did the thing. If I fucking have to fart, I'm not running into the bathroom and turning on water and trying to. I'm pulling my cheek aside. I did that at dinner with, my cousin and her husband. And my husband and myself were there. Never farted in front of, my cousin's husband before or anything, but we were eating like Mexican food or whatever. And I'm just like, "Wah!" And then everybody's dying laughing, and then everybody else starts to fart. Fuck it. Fuck it. Another thing is, if you try to embarrass me or shame me in any way, I'm going to go on the attack. I'm going to attack you and bring you back down, Jesus, from the cross. You're coming back down. Or I will fake humble. And I'll be like, oh, well, it really depends on my mood, but it's fake, y'all. It's fucking fake. All right. Number 11. They're telling you don't look for stereotypes because a sociopath can be anyone, okay? They're masking up. This is what we do. We've been doing it since we were little. We had to perform that way, for just to survive, just to get to get along in society, to get what we want, to get our needs met, Number 12, don't flip-flop, can flip-flop between a very low profile, the observer, to being the life of the party, the actor, okay? So you'll see a switch in them, so pay attention to that. It's almost like, watching Jim Carrey or something, or Robin Williams. So you would see them, talk about something serious or whatever, and then they would change up and then start making a joke and performing and everything like that. Well, you can have somebody who's, comes into a big space and they're taking, the wallflower and just watching everyone, listening to everyone's conversation before coming in and performing. I would do this every place I ever started to work at. They think I'm quiet. I'm very quiet the first 3 months. I'm taking information, okay? I'm taking mental notes about all of you, all of your likes and dislikes. I'm listening, and I'm creating a profile of each of you. And then that's how I'm going to get you in to be my friend. Okay? All right. So if you see any of these things in yourself, of course, it doesn't mean that you're a sociopath. You really have to have been struggling since you were really small. You could even have something going on in your brain that needs to be scanned to see that you are malfunctioned. You would have to have a history in your family of people with antisocial personality disorder or criminal behavior, whether it's white collar or blue collar. There's so many different factors that goes into this to create this personality disorder. You just can't be, a dick that used to steal every once in a while when you were a kid. There's a lot. There's a lot. Anyway, one day I will reveal what made me, because I did a long time ago, but I took those videos down because mommy wasn't happy. She wasn't happy. So I may have to do a censored version, but first I want to get my assessment all fucking done so I can give you the blueprint, okay? Anyways, I hope that was fun, interesting, and more shit in your toolbox to go out in society. It's not to be like scared, I don't want you to live a life out of fear. You know, you had enough of that shit. I mean, this is why you're watching my channel. You've had enough fucking fear in your life. But just be aware. You don't need to attack everybody that comes into your life that shows one little flippity flip flop red flag. You know, nobody's perfect, people. And the ones that are perfect right away, that's the fucking red flag. The perfect one that has nothing wrong, that is way too agreeable, that is helping you in every way, that is the patient. No one is like that. That's the red flag. Okay? All right. I hope that was helpful. Have a great day. Namaste.